Stand by. Oh, what's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Smarter. It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability, get a free price quote, and maybe you can have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Make your next thing a big one. This week's shows on Friday night, I will be at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. My usual video dance party karaoke jam, the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. Always a fun time for the 21 and over. Full bar, kitchens open, pool tables, pool tournament on Friday night. So if you want to try your hand at playing pool, make some money. Playing pool while you're waiting to sing on stage right next to me. Yeah, I said on stage. It's a little concert starring each and every one of you. Karaoke time. You get to be the star of the show, at least for a little while, at least for a song or two. Yeah, good times. And the dance floor is always open. So if you want to hear something special, don't hesitate to ask me. And of course, the weekends, Saturdays, always made for weddings and events, birthday parties. I've been booking a lot of birthday parties lately, and I know I got some weddings and I got some proms and school dances coming up real soon, so I'm stoked about that. But my one public show is the Rab, Conway, Arkansas, Friday nights from 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the AM. Always a good time. Well, let's see. Also, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. Now, on with the show. Today on the program, 10 things you need to know today for Valentine's Day, Monday, February 14th, 2022. 10 things you need to know today. Number 1, U.S. National Security Advisor warns Russia could invade Ukraine any day now. President Biden's National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, warned Sunday that Russia could invade Ukraine as soon as this week. Wednesday is what I've been hearing. That's my little note there. Sullivan told host Jake Tapper on CNN's State of the Union that Russia's troops were in place to attack before the Beijing Winter Olympics end on February 20th. Quote, a major military action could begin by Russia in Ukraine any day now, end quote, Sullivan said. A day earlier, Biden told Russian President Vladimir Putin that Russia would face, quote, swift and severe costs, end quote, if it invades. On Sunday, Biden told the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky the U.S. and its allies would respond, quote, decisively, end quote, to any Russian aggression. The United States, which ordered the evacuation of most of its embassy staff from Kyiv, says Russia has more than 100,000 troops near Ukraine's border. This is according to CNN and NBC News. Number 2, Rams come back to beat Bengals in Super Bowl. The Los Angeles Rams won the Super Bowl with a 23-20 victory over the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday. The Rams came from behind and sealed the win when wide receiver Cooper Kupp caught a 1-yard pass from quarterback Matthew Stafford with 1:25 left to play. Kupp made 8 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns, and was named Super Bowl MVP. After the touchdown, Rams defensive anchor Aaron Donald ended the Bengals' chance for a last-second win by sacking Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. The Rams were the second team in a row to win the Lombardi Trophy in their home stadium, a feat Tampa Bay pulled off last year. The win made the Rams' Sean McVay, 36, the youngest head coach to win a Super Bowl. This is according to USA Today and the Associated Press. Number 3, key U.S.-Canada border bridge reopened after police arrest protesters. Canadian and U.S. authorities officially reopened the Ambassador Bridge after Canadian police on Sunday arrested the more than 24 remaining protesters blocking traffic across the key trade route linking Windsor, Canada with Detroit, Michigan. The border demonstration, which lasted 7 days, mirrored a larger protest against COVID-19 restrictions in Ottawa, Canada's capital. The blocking of the border by truckers and other protesters disrupted a major trade route and exacerbated supply chain problems for automakers, forcing them to slow or stop production at factories on both sides of the border. Quote, today our national economic crisis at the Ambassador Bridge came to an end, end quote, said Windsor's mayor, Drew Dilkins. The so-called Freedom Convoy has inspired similar convoys in France, New Zealand, and the Netherlands. This is according to the Associated Press and the Washington Post. Number 4, Kinswinger says he expects Giuliani to comply with January 6th panel subpoena. Representative Adam Kinzinger, Republican Illinois, said on CBS's Face the Nation Sunday that the House January 6th committee expects Rudy Giuliani, who served as former President Donald Trump's attorney, to comply with the subpoena to appear before the panel. Quote, he's been subpoenaed, end quote, Kinzinger said. Quote, our expectation is he's going to cooperate because that's the law. That's the requirement. Same as if somebody subpoena to court, end quote. I know that was a terrible quote. Let me try that quote again. Quote, our expectation is he's going to cooperate because that's the law. That's the requirement. Same as if somebody subpoenaed to court, end quote. That was better. He added that, quote, there may be some changes in dates as lawyers do their back and forth, end quote, and affirmed the committee's commitment to, quote, not rushing, end quote, the investigation. Kinzinger, a vocal opponent of Trump, is one of only 2 Republicans on the January 6th committee, along with Representative Liz Cheney, Wyoming. The Republican National Committee punished both for their participation earlier this month. A resolution to formally censure the 2 passed without any debate or discussion. This is according to CNN and The Guardian. Number 5, Lujan vows to return to vote on Supreme Court confirmation. Senator Ben Ray Lujan, Democrat, New Mexico, who is recovering from a stroke, said in a video released by his office Sunday that he plans to return to work in, quote, just a few short weeks, end quote, to vote on President Biden's nominee to replace retiring Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer. Biden says he wants to name his pick by the end of February. Lujan's vote could be the crucial for Democrats to confirm Biden's nominee in an evenly split 50-50 Senate. Lujan, 49, suffered a stroke in January and had surgery to relieve pressure on his brain. He is recovering at the University of New Mexico Hospital in Albuquerque and will soon transfer to an inpatient rehabilitation facility. This is according to Politico. Number 6, Super Bowl ads hit at Super Bowl ads hint at return to pre-pandemic normal. The ads that aired on NBC during the Super Bowl included commercials for travel, autos, and entertainment companies, hinting at a return to a pre-pandemic normal. Q Health aired one of several health and wellness ads. Planet Fitness, in its first Super Bowl ad, showed actress Lindsay Lohan putting her party days in the past. Medical technology company Hologic had singer Mary J. Blige encourage women to get medical screenings. There were many first-time Super Bowl advertisers, including cryptocurrency exchanges, FTX, Crypto.com, and Coinbase, which captured considerable attention with an ad displaying just a slowly bouncing QR code, leading to an online offer of free Bitcoin for new customers. NBC charged $7 million for a 30-second spot, which gave brands access to the year's biggest TV audience. This is according to the Wall Street Journal and Reuters. Number 7, Ghostbusters director Ivan Reitman dies at 75. Ivan Reitman, the director and producer behind beloved comedies like Ghostbusters and Animal House, died Saturday night in his sleep at his home in Montecito, California. He was 75. His children, Jason Reitman, Catherine Reitman, and Caroline Reitman, said in a statement that their father, quote, taught us to always seek the magic in life. We take comfort that his work as a filmmaker brought laughter and happiness to countless others around the world, end quote. Reitman's first major hit as a producer was 1978's National Lampoon's Animal House. He became a household name in 1984 when he directed Ghostbusters. In the decades since, several additional Ghostbusters films had been made, with Jason Reitman directing in the recent installment, Ghostbusters Afterlife. This is according to the Associated Press. Number 8, Saudi coalition tells civilians to evacuate Yemeni ministries. The Saudi-led coalition fighting Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen said Sunday that civilians should immediately evacuate Yemeni ministries in the Houthi-controlled capital, Sana'a. The coalition said Houthi forces were launching, quote, hostile operations, end quote, from ministry buildings. The coalition said it would destroy one of these sites, which it said had been linked to the latest Houthi attack on Saudi Arabia's Aba International Airport. Saudi air defenses on Thursday intercepted an explosives-laden drone heading for the airport. A dozen people at the airport were injured by shrapnel in that attack. Saudi Arabia has been leading the fight against Houthis for 7 years, since the group ousted the internationally recognized Yemeni government. This is according to Reuters. Number 9, Russia figure skater Kamila Valieva cleared to compete despite drug test. The Court of Arbitration for Sport ruled on Monday that Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva can compete in the individual women's skating events at the Beijing Olympics despite her positive pre-games drug test. The CAS said it decided against barring Valieva from competition because she is, at 15, a, quote, protected person, end quote, under the World Anti-Doping Code, and her drug tests in Beijing have been clean. The panel also believed barring Valieva from competing would cause her, quote, irreparable harm, end quote. CAS Director General Mateo Reeb said the panel did not rule on the merits of Valieva's doping case or whether the Russian team will get to keep the gold medal she helped them win in the team skating event. Valieva is favored to win the individual gold. This is according to ESPN and the Associated Press. Number 10, Erin Jackson becomes first black woman to take speed skating gold. Erin Jackson won the gold medal in the women's 500 meters speed skating on Sunday, becoming the first black woman to win a speed skating medal in the Winter Olympics. Quote, hopefully this has an effect, end quote, Jackson said. Quote, hopefully we'll see more minorities, especially in the USA, getting out and trying these winter sports, end quote. Jackson, 29, a former inline and roller derby skater from Ocala, Florida, she switched to ice skating shortly before the 2018 Pyongyang Olympics. She adapted so quickly that she made the Olympic team that year, finishing 24th in the 500 in those games. On Monday, Team USA added to its medal totals when Kaylee Humphreys and Ilana Myers-Taylor won gold and silver in monobob. This is according to the Associated Press and USA Today. That's 10 things you need to know today for Monday, February 14th, 2020, Valentine's Day. This has been What Makes You Smarter. If you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.